Right now, the five biggest tech companies on Earth are spending $650 billion building the future of artificial intelligence. Massive buildings, endless rows of machines, enough power to run entire cities. And half of it isn't getting built. For 2 years, everyone believed the same story. Companies were fighting over graphics cards, desperate for enough chips to train their models. That was supposed to be the only obstacle. Then in early 2026, the numbers stopped making sense. 12 gigawatts of new data centers were planned across America this year. Only 5 were actually being built. The rest had already been paid for, fully funded, fully approved, and still frozen. The truth was hiding in the last place anyone expected: the wiring. Every data center needs a transformer to survive. Without it, the building is just an empty shell that can't pull power from the grid. And right now, the world is running out of them. Most of these transformers take years to build, and a huge share are shipped in from China. One shipping delay, one factory backlog, and $1 billion project sits dark and useless. Even the power grid feeding this building is decades old, built for a world that used a fraction of today's electricity. Some companies have been told they will wait years just to get plugged in. The chips were ready, the buildings were ready, but without power, none of it means anything. And the grid wasn't the only thing fighting back. It was coming from the people living next door. Across the country, communities started pushing back, rising electricity bills, water shortages. In city after city, residents showed up to town halls and said no. By 2026, nearly 70% of Americans said they didn't want a data center built near their home. Over 60 local governments passed bans. More than $100 billion in projects were blocked before a single wall went up. The industry wasn't just fighting physics, it was fighting its own neighbors. Because this isn't the first time an industry has built faster than the world could handle. 25 years ago, telecom companies laid millions of miles of fiber optic cable, convinced that internet traffic would keep doubling every few months. It didn't. The cable sat unused, companies collapsed, an entire boom turned into wreckage almost overnight. Today's data centers face the same quiet risk. The machines inside them become outdated in just a few years. The buildings around them are built to last for decades. Billions of dollars are betting that this time is different. The chips are ready, the money is ready, but the ground underneath this entire industry, the power lines, the permits, the people, is not moving at the speed of ambition. Which leaves one question still standing. Is this just a delay before the biggest technology of our time arrives, or the first crack in a boom that was always too big to hold?